Hi there, my name is Anna, but you can call me Cute Ninja. I'm a digital artist and I make all kinds of cute stuff for Twitch channels, and I apologize for my English in advance. In this video I tell you how I first made a 3D model of my original character in Blender from scratch. I had a couple of images of my character and I started sketching. The most important thing here is a symmetrical T or A pose, and also you need to decide on the clothes and hairstyle of the future 3D model. I've rounded up the most beautiful Blender features that kinda come in handy. You can also jump right into making chibi at this time. Of course, it's a mirror modifier. It's in the modifier section, and don't forget to check clipping in the settings. Subdivision surface is also a useful modifier that increases the number of polygons and makes your mesh rounded, roughly speaking. Also, you can just press Ctrl 2 on your keyboard. It will also be useful to control the face orientation so that the mesh is not turning inside out. Symmetrize tool is also very handy. It's basically like a mirror modifier. Also, during the work and especially at the end, it is super useful to check if there are no double vertices on the mesh. And we are finally in the Blender. I made the head using sculpting mode and then covered it with low poly mesh. It took quite a while.
One eternity later.
And when I started making eyes, I was
Wrong.
because for some reason I covered the eye sockets with another plane and also made the eyelashes and upper eyelid one object, and it took me a long time to fix it. For most of the clothes and accessories, I use the subdivision surface modifier set to 1. I exported the finished low poly file in FBX file format to Rizom UV for UV unwrapping. This can also be done in a Blender, but I'm just used to doing it in Rizom UV when I did my previous 3 works. It is convenient to make seams and lay out repeating islands here, like the eyes for example. In the end, I managed to put all the chibi on one material. For textures, I went to Substance Painter. It's just handy to have layers when you drawing. The whole time I was working in base color mode, because if you switch to material mode, when drawing the hair texture, I wanted to make it look like original reference, but now I don't think it's so necessary because it's so much details. With zero experience in rigging, I decided to use a Rigify add-on. Conveniently, you just need to adapt the ready-made skeleton to your model. By the way, you can already see here that the hair bone is not attached to the head bone, but to the neck bone. I applied weight paint automatically and then edited basically everywhere else, so it was easier to just assign empty weights right away. Through a bunch of videos, I found out that a good 3D model should have 52 shape keys for air key tracking via chat items, and it's also fun to have custom modes. I had a lot of trouble with her eyelashes in shape keys because they were one mesh and I had to fix them a million times. By the way, that's when I realized that I mixed up the colors of mouth and tone. In general, in the first version of chibi, I don't think her emotions stand out too much because I didn't feel confident to deforming her face. This is my face after making the 50-second shape key. The longest and most annoying part of Unity was loading all the shape keys.
6.5 hours later.
For some reason, I was of the opinion that it wasn't cool to delete the body underneath the clothes, but it was cool to try to keep it from sticking out through the clothes. Okay, we finally ready to see results. We see some problems right away that can be fixed quickly. The tone problem is solved by white paint to set to 1, and darker shadows are removed by disabling backface culling in shader settings. This is how many triangles I ended up with this mod. It's probably not too bad for the first time, but I wanted to improve it. First of all, she doesn't look chubby and small, but her head, and especially her hair, seems very big and heavy compared to her thin legs. First of all, I reshaped her eyes a bit. It was easy to adjust with sculpting mode. Also, I completely changed her legs and attached them to the previous body. It was a long process and the video only shows part of it. I decided to compare her current body to the previous one. I think the new body is more proportional, but that's up to you. I also completely changed her ponytail. I decided to add a braid to her hair and hesitated on that decision for a long time because there seems to be a strawberry hairpin already nearby. But I decided to keep the braid to make her look more complete. By the way, now I made her eyelashes a separate mesh, and it was a useful decision. I used empty waves this time and I drew them individually so they could be run. The second time making the shape keys wasn't as hard or long. I even got to enjoy her funny faces. By the way, I remember to turn off backface culling this time. To check the physics and movements, I used animations. And it was obviously that were problems in the knees. Somehow I am trying to fix it. Okay, and here's our baby done. I named her Annabelle. Here chat rated is good, and I'm very happy about that, considering I didn't optimize it anyway on purpose. This time the number of trees was reduced, probably because of the removed body under the swimsuit. Plus, she was without her flip-flops, so it's no surprise. With this video, I wanted to show you that not everyone gets it right the first time, and that's okay. I take this opportunity to invite you to my website where you can commission cute art or buy a ready-to-use set of pages for your Twitch. Thank you so much for watching. I will be incredibly grateful if you leave a comment and a like, and of course subscribe. Bye!